Hello, I am Todd Cotta. This is Katherine, and this is King's Gun Center TV. Well, in January of 2017, the U.S. Army announced they will be switching all of their guns out to one gun for the U.S. Army, and that is the Sig P320 in the .40 caliber and maybe even the 9mm, depending on which setup they want to do. Now, why is that important? Because we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in pistols being sold to the Army by Sig Sauer, and that is a huge, huge contract. It's over $300 million worth of these little guys. Huge contract. Now, we are going to be talking about this gun because I haven't had a chance to really look into them and learn about them because they're not a California compliant gun. With the California drop list, it doesn't help us that we can't have nice guns like this here in California, nice safe guns, because the people up in Sacramento believe that if we can take the guns away from us, they can have more power over us. So unfortunately for us, until we change the laws, until we vote the right people in, until we sue the right people, we won't be able to have great guns like this in California because of the way the laws are written. So if you're going to make a comment about how crappy the guns are or the laws are in California, we know it already. It won't make it on the page. I have to edit a lot of the comments that come out on these pages. But just know that if we can play our cards right and we can do things correctly, we can have great guns like this back in California. But let's talk about the Sig P320 today. It's different in a lot of ways because it takes a different approach to the striker fire gun. When we first sat down here, I had some papers here, and Katherine looked down at this one, and what did you say?
I was confused because it says $44 here, but how can it be $44?
Well, here's what they do. You know, on the Glocks and on the Sigs and now on that Remington RP9, they have little pieces for the back straps that make it bigger and smaller. They don't do that with this gun. It's one grip. But you can actually buy this grip and you can put this modular lower on it for $45 and it shrinks it up. And it makes it, there's two different size guns, but you can change the color of the gun. They have OD green, they have the tan color, the desert tan, and they have black. So you can turn this gun into a OD green grip for $44. And it's very simple to do because all you do is you just disassemble the gun. You pull the pin out when it's field stripped, and the whole trigger mechanism comes out, and that's where the serial number is. If you see right here, normally the serial number's on the gun, like on the Sigs they're right here, and on the Glocks they're on the side, and on the Smith & Wessons they're on the side. Well, this one's inside the frame. Oh. Now, the Beretta Nano did that several years ago, where you could take the trigger mechanism and the whole firing group out of the gun and put it in a pretty new lower. You can make it purple, any color you want. That's the idea that they took, and now Sig Sauer has improved on that and made it simpler. And so this isn't the gun. The only part of the gun is inside the frame here where the trigger is. That's the only serialized part on the gun right there. So it's modular, they call it, and that's so that you can add in different sized grips, different colored grips for the different guns. The one we're going to be shooting today is the larger 8-inch gun. It's got a 4.7-inch barrel, but they do have a compact size that has a 3.6-inch barrel and 6.7 inches. And then you can get the shorter mags, the longer mags, the shorter grips, the longer grips in the modular style. There's 8 different modular styles times 3 different colors that you can put on this gun. Now, you got a chance to hold this gun before we go out to the range. What did you think about how the grip felt for you when it came to size, your hands, and those things?
It wasn't as textured as the M&P that we shot last time. And I'd say it was a little bit fuller than the usual Glock 22. It felt really nice in my hands. It didn't feel too bulky, and it didn't feel like it was gonna slip through my fingertips.
We've been testing several of these striker fires, just like the RP9 we just shot, and it's funny how when you put those two guns side to side, how the obvious differences start to appear when it comes to a high quality gun versus a low line gun like that gun. Price wise, in the best configuration for this gun, including a Sig Sauer reflex red dot sight, very similar to an RMR right here, you're talking about just under $900 for the gun, and that is totally decked out. This gun that we have here is right in that $600 range, but it has night sights and it's all done up too. So when you talk about the low to high, you're about $600 to about $900 with everything or with just the plain basic. And then it's about $45 if you want to change the grips on it and do those kinds of little things to it. Some of the propaganda, you might say, or some of the things they write about on their own website is it's a cleaner, crisper trigger, short reset, and I have been able to shoot one of our customers' guns like this. I haven't shot this gun yet, but it is a very smooth and very short reset. It's a very safe takedown. You don't need to pull a trigger like on a Glock for it to come down, but then again, on the XDMs, you don't have to do that either, and several other guns. And then in the Smith & Wesson, you have that little lever that you pull down that you can field strip it without pulling the trigger. But this one here automatically does it. And they're saying that the unprecedented modularity delivers the elite performance for all. So you can get thinner, thicker, longer, shorter grips for this thing by buying the modular portion. And at $44 is not...
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
No.
Not like the price of a Sig magazine. Holy mackerel, you know? So this is a little bit about what we're going to be shooting here in just a minute. Why don't you talk about what's in the box when you get the Sig box, and show them what's in the box.
Really nice case. Let's see here.
Owner's manual.
Sticker. Holster?
Yep.
Nice.
Got a little holster that comes with that.
Extra magazine.
Extra magazine. And this one here in the 9mm comes with a groundbreaking 17 rounds.
Nice.
17 round mag. So it comes in a really good case. It is a double locked secured case, so it is airline certified case. One thing about Sig, they do have a nice case when they send their stuff out. They're trying to say this is the next level striker fire pistol. And from what we can tell, let's go out to the range and give it a try, okay?
All right. I'm gonna try 10 rounds with the Sig 320 at the head box. I feel like that was better than last time. I do like the wave gun. I can't even feel the trigger. It's so smooth. I really feel the reset with that, like you said. I really enjoyed that.
Here we go, the full size Sig P320. Nice little groove here for your thumb. There's no decocker on this gun, which is nice. It doesn't have that same thing that the old Sigs have. But it's really kind of light on the bottom, a little heavier on the top, but I can't wait to give this thing a twirl. Shooting at the number 1. The reset is nice. You can feel it. It's nice and crisp. You don't even feel the trigger. It's a beautiful thing. This gun is so much nicer. Well, we had a chance to fire the P320 in the 9mm class. It's pretty much the only way we can get right now because everything's getting shipped to the Army right now. But what a smooth shooting gun.
Definitely, yeah.
Did it feel too big or too heavy in your hands while you were shooting it?
No, I just felt like I had a really good grip on it.
Sure. So you were shooting kind of quick when you went through your shots right here. And you can tell that you anticipated on a few of the shots. So remember, let the gun do its work. If you try and fix what the gun's doing, you actually, this kind of stuff happens. So just let the gun do your stuff. I shot faster than I normally shoot in these videos, and I still kept it really tight right here. I kept it right on, but it was shooting just below. So if you're shooting right now at 5 yards like we were, it looks like it hits a little bit low when you have the sights on. But I'm really happy with the trigger, the performance, the weight. Not too aggressive on the grip there. Did it feel, compared to other guns that you've held, was it uncomfortable to hold it all?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm super happy with the gun. This one does come with the night sights and those things, but Sig has come out with a quality. See, for people to say that a modern striker fire pistol is not attainable, to me is wrong. You can make one good or you can make one bad, and they've made a good one here. I think they've really knocked it out of the park with simplicity, with accuracy, and that trigger is very, very nice. It doesn't have that broken trigger like you see with the Glock or the MPs. It has a standard trigger. I like that a lot. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's about it.
Well, thank you for watching King's Gun Center TV. If you look right down here, you're going to see the subscribe button, and you can see other videos that we produce right here. And don't forget, we have our KGC morning coffee sessions now, which is a chance for you to get to know us a little bit better and talk about current events and things that are going on throughout the day here at King's Gun Center. Thank you for watching.